Hello. Yesterday I published a video going over what I believe to be some of the best T16 and T17 strategies in the game, and I am here to add another farm to that, which is what I believe to be one of the best T16.5 strategies. So, in the video that I made yesterday, I will be comparing the results of the T17 5 Risk Scarabs to the T16.5 strategy that I will go over in this video, just because people believe that T17s are the pinnacle of farming and you can't get any better than that. And I'm here to say that may be false. So I ran a 20 map test for T17s. These maps are extremely rippy, again, because you're running 5 Risk Scarabs, so you basically need a mirror character to run them because they have 10 random modifiers, and then T17 maps are hard to begin with, and the bosses are very, very tanky. So again, you need a very strong character if you want to farm these efficiently. But this is my loot. Again, it's a bunch of Scarabs, boss fragments, specific Scarabs that I'm specifically farming, which is 71 gigantic Scarabs, and then a decent amount of currency, because T17s can roll currency modifiers, but so can T16 and halves. And so this is my result of running 20 T16 and a halves. As you can see, it's actually more Scarabs. Instead of 71, I got 83 gigantic Scarabs, and then the currency seems to be roughly equal. But I'm also able to drop T17 maps, which have good map value in T16 and a half versus T17s. They can't self-replicate T17s. And then the 16 and a half drops are roughly equal if you're running T17s and T16 and a halves. But I did run 20 of these maps and only dropped 9 16 and a half. So you're going to have to either run or buy 16 and a halves if you just want to run 16 and a half strategies. But instead of boss fragments, you also get a lot of divination cards, because I am running basically the same strategy, or I am running the same strategy as 16 versus this 16 and a half strategy, which is 3 plenty and 2 lineage. So in the T16 strategy, the math behind 7 years bad luck is that you will get 1 7 years bad luck every 25 maps. But how I am rolling the 16 and a halves, since these are kind of rare maps and they're just really, really good maps, I am using Divination chisels on it, so we're getting double the amount of Divination cards. So instead of 1 in 25 maps for 7 years bad luck, now it's 12 and a half. But also, if you have a really strong character, you can put deli orbs on these maps. So I'm running 100% deli just because my character is strong enough. If you're not as strong, you do 60% deli or 80% deli, and these deli orbs will give you quantity on your map. So instead of, again, 1 in 25 for 7 years bad luck, going to 12 and a half, then add on the deli orbs onto it, and now it's like 1 in 8. And then anything past this, you can have or run these in a group. That'll give you more quantity. If you're in standard, you can have quantity on gear, and then your mercenary also gives you quantity. So you're looking at like 1 in 5 maps. Again, I got 4 in this 20 map test, so I'm seeing these in roughly 1 in 5 maps, which is pretty good. I do believe that this is better than T17s, at least at current market prices. The things that can change this, obviously, is map fragments or boss fragments from T17s. If they go up in value, T17s might be better, but if mirrors go very high, then this strat might be better. Or again, you're Maven chisels are really good for this strategy, so if those go up majorly in price, then again, just prices will fluctuate. I'm running Anarchy on this, and again, I'm running the same tree as T16 strategy, because it is the same. It's just a lot more juiced.
You cannot master
and also on the map, I'm rolling Scarab drops and currency and map drops on your map rolls is actually decent. Again, because these maps drop 16 and a halves and 17s, which go for a decent amount of currency, and then just adding more currency onto your map, you're going to see a decent amount more divines. So these maps are pretty hard, but they definitely are not as hard as T17 maps. And as you can see there, the first strand that dropped in the map was a T16 and a half. So you will be able to partially self-sustain these maps, It just won't be fully if you're running this strategy. And also, since there are so many magic packs in these maps and it is so dense, I'm getting 3 mil gold per hour. Again, this will depend on how much quantity you have, how much rarity you have on your gear, and it can go up higher, especially if you run these maps faster. Which I'm running these maps in roughly 3 minutes each, which is faster than T17. So that'll also add into the equation of currency per hour. Another thing that these maps have is these buttons. They kind of suck, honestly. Like, this is a random buff that supposedly adds loot to these mobs, so I just used it. But honestly, it kind of sucks. Like I said, there's a few decent ones, but most of them kind of suck. Some of them are just also player power, so you'll be able to run the maps faster. Like there's one for Soul Eater, so you'll get a more attack speed or cast speed, so you can run these maps faster. My character is in standard, so it's really strong, so I don't really need any more power. So yeah, I'm also clicking these altars if they're good, because since I'm spending a decent amount of currency buying deli orbs and chisels, these maps aren't super cheap to run, so I want to get the most juice out of them as I can. This map didn't have a lot of mobs because I didn't get to 11 or 12 rewards, which I sometimes do, but that's what a map looks like. And I got kind of unlucky on loot, but oh well. But that's the strategy. Peace.